Hey guys, Jamie Benizri. I'm still here with Jamie Bashtanyk, one of my favorite trademark agents.
I'm the only one you know.
You are one of the only ones I know. But as we stopped the last episode, I continued asking some questions. I said, Jamie, what do I tell clients who come to me and say, I'm doing business in the US and in Canada. They want to go right to the US to do their trademark, or they want to just do their trademark locally. Like, how do you reconcile both jurisdictions? And can you, as a trademark agent, can you register in both? How does that work?
So it's a great question. Depending on where the client's doing business. If the client is actually doing business in both jurisdictions, I always recommend to file in Canada first. A, it's cheaper. B, you've got a 6-month priority to go into the States from the date of filing of your Canadian application, which means that the client has the time. Most entrepreneurs are very low on funds. They have the time to file in Canada, and they have 6 months from the date of filing to preserve their filing date in the US, meaning it's almost like filing the exact same day. So I always recommend, especially the Canadian clients, to file in Canada first. It's just easier. And yes, I'm certified to file both in Canada and the US.
You can play in both territories.
I can play in both territories.
So let's go back a little bit to what are the differences in the US versus the Canadian market? How do you describe the subtleties?
Well, so the biggest difference between the US and Canada right now is basically the fees to file. The states are doing they follow the needs classification, and it's a fee per class. So basically, if your application has 3 or 4 classes, you're paying for 3 or 4 classes, $275 per class.
So if Legal Logic, for example, wanted to have a tie, a pair of socks, maybe even a coffee brand, and a stationery.
That would be 3 different classes.
3 different classes, 3 different prices.
3 different prices.
Okay. Can Legal Logic make a tie? And can protect the tie?
Yes, they can.
Okay.
Why couldn't they?
So
if they're going to use it.
We'll talk about that one after.
Okay.
But, so that's clear for me. Now, I also hear that there are amendments to come with respect to the Canadian trademarking industry.
The Trademarks Act. Yeah. So there are
tell me
amendments.
about what's going to happen in the industry, the impact on the amendments to the Act, and the likely impacts on the industry.
So the 2 biggest amendments that are going to come into play are we are moving to the same kind of system as pretty much most of the world, and it's going to be a fee per class. So right now in Canada, the government charges $250 to file a trademark application, and this is going to change to $375 for one class, an additional $300 for every other class. So you're looking at a significant price hike.
So now's the time to act.
Absolutely. Now's the time to act, because these amendments are going to come into play more than likely in the new year, and it's going to cost you a lot more money to file in Canada. The other major thing is that there's no longer going to be a declaration of use. You're not going to have to declare to the Trademarks Office that you're actually using your trademark before it will register.
So what is the impact of that? What does that mean?
So basically, what's going to happen is there's going to be quite a few trademark trolls. So they're going to file, they're going to apply. There's not going to be any requirement for a declaration of use, which means that if for whatever reason a trademark registration is infringing yours, you will absolutely have to take them to court. The Trademark Office is not going to do that for you anymore.
So that's the guy who bought Google.com 20 years ago for like $1.
Correct.
And sold it for $1 bazillion.
Right. Okay. That's like the guy who trademarked Target in Canada prior to Target coming in, and Target had to pay him a whack of cash as well.
For news, for updates, you guys should be calling Jamie Bashtanyk. She's on top of the game, and she's, like she said, the best trademark agent that I know. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, guys.